Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, a world-famous Old Trafford. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Okay, interesting. Núñez finds himself offside. Out of play for a goal kick. Thiago. Salah. That has been cut short. Robertson. Anthony tries making a foray down the right. Konate with a definite foul there. Routine catch.
Bruno Fernandes will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Thiago. The pass is intercepted. Shaw. Good spot, he's seen the run. And here's a corner, good chance. Clear away. He's having a go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's gone for goal! Well, that is rather wayward.
Sure, put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He's in a good position here. McAllister. Forwards and with intent. Mohamed Salah. Diaz. Oh, red. Nice interception. Bruno Fernandes. Threads one in. Rashford. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Have their second corner now. It's Roberts. In for the follow-up. Good try. The outcome could easily have been different. So, third quarter of the game. Massive lead! That's going to go a long way. Decent bit out try. Corner number 4 coming up here. The goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. What's the throw? Drives it in. And it's Shaw. Nice interception, well timed. It looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. played forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Anthony! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Anthony, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Anthony. He's played it long. Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. Thiago. And Endo. Move forward and quickly so. Mount. In with the challenge. And it's Rashford. Done delicately. Wan-Bissaka. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a key interception. Endo. He's going for a throw-in. Gets his pass away. In comes the cross. Thiago. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. Got a shot away. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Bruno Fernandes sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add he just wasn't expecting it.
Anthony. He could carry finish. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Casemiro battles from the goal kick. Hoyland takes control of the... Can he put it away? He's felt that, hasn't he? Real chance! Another save.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
And he's had a hit! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for options, for movement. Mount. Hoyland. Rashford. Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Robertson, nice bit of trickery. Anthony! It's a loose ball. Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, it has been a half largely of put-outs and shut-outs. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Manchester United have been huffing and puffing, but they don't look as if they're going to blow anything away. Their end product is just way short of standard.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 40...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Over to the left. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Rashford. Shot could be... It's Rashford! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ball's gone out of play. Darwin pinches it off him. Well timed, excellent interception. McAllister. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rashford. Looks to clip it forward. And beautifully put, shapes to shoot! Oh, great save, real class.
Bruno Fernandes is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Diaz! That's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Great leap! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Darwin. Nunez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Nunez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicely intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted. He's got away. Alisson catches it safely. Chance to break. The Reds.
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's a little undercooked. Fiddles it through. Caught offside that time. Rashford, looking here to chip it through. Oh, well played, well played. Mount, Anthony. It's Fernandes! In he goes again! And the the keeper passes the test.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Up to meet it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's Rashford. Knocked in behind. Great challenge, time to perfection. McAllister looking for the runner. That's been cut out, well played. Moved on forwards. Endo. Well, they could break here.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Climbs up big! He's got it all! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Manchester United draw first blood here.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off.
Wan-Bissaka with the foul. Towering header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Had a fair tumble under that challenge. United have a free kick. Oh, that's a waste.
Bruno Fernandes has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Interesting ball. Casemiro shifted upfield. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Oh, delicate chip through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Deftly done. Here's the delivery.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And it's pulled back. Konate knocks it away.
Well, look, urgency has spread through the team, and we're seeing a really coherent reaction.
Rashford. Thiago.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Out of play for a throw. Bruno Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. That is a brilliant interception. Liverpool claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Desperate defending required here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now the counter. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Good spot, he's seen the run. Face to face with the keeper. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
And the counter is on. Sends it forward. And that's it. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. We have in front of us this gloriously... Rafinha has been caught there, it's a foul. Rafinha. And Torres! It's anyone's ball now. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Araujo knocks it away. Back on the ball again. Great position here. The pass is intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. Hit into the carry, cleared away! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes gets into some space. He's got the shot away! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Koora. Pedri. Alda. It's Pedri. Pedri is fouled. Gante does really well to win the ball there. Araujo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Forwards with intent. Paris Saint-Germain get it back again.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Hakimi. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. First quarter of an hour gone. Either side yet able to find the net. He's left his man. João Cancelo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Look at the space here. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Hakimi. He cuts out the supply. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chooses to go back. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Pedri certainly could have and should have made more of that. Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mbappe! There's a sharp little ball here. Great hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Asensio simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. He's shifting through the gap. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Keeps it so gently. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Joao Felix. It's run loose here. Showing good feet. Now it's Ferran Torres. Decent! Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Rafinha did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Oh, he's had it taken off him. Nice bit of trickery. De Jong fiddles it through. Right, Joao Felix. Oh, it's come loose. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, easy pickings there. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's found a way through. He's free. And the shot! And that has fair finished.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mulder. Sends it forward. Looking for the runner. And the finish! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! First blood drawn!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
That is good strength. Great skill, that's nice. Hakimi. Mulder. Now then, the ball's come loose. This is De Jong. Joao Felix. Interesting ball. Oh, great chance! Nice interception, well timed. Some resolute defending there. Kunde. Romero. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Paris Saint-Germain having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're already into the second period. Paris Saint-Germain carrying a one-goal lead. And they win it back again. Asensio gives his colleague a guilty look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Joao Felix. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. In for the pieces! He scored! Barcelona are back in business! Donnarumma, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barcola. Well timed, excellent interception. Carlos Soler. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Looking for options for movement. João Cancelo. Rafinha. This is De Jong. Ferran Torres! A real chance and a real let-off. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rafinha. Fabian Ruiz. Rafinha. Oh, this is a great position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That's a little off target. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Rafinha. Skriniar wins the duel this time. Mbappe, who's made his mark on this game. Now it's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? Threads one in, brilliantly cut out. Ferran Torres is offering an apologetic gesture of sorts.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe! Good read, needed to be. Barcelona look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to brace yourself for what's coming. They don't want to get bullied, so I think they need to show their opponents that they're going to stand up to everything that's thrown at them.
Vitinha, gently done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is a little undercooked. Great chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Gets his pass away. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshaled.
There's the shot! And they can counter here. De Jong. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Asensio, passing nice and neat. Araujo is there and he can get that clear. Belts one. The ball is loose and another time. And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
He's tried one!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Rafinha.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's Pedri! Oh, should have put that away. Moved on forwards. Araujo gets good distance on it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that's a key interception.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Mulder. De Jong. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Big chance, corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And he can clear it away. Paris Saint-Germain given another corner. Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth corner. Cleared away.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Marquinhos has got himself a free kick. Now it's Lewandowski. And that's it. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set. for the 90 minutes ahead. It is... Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pedri. He could be in here. Chance to break. Clearly not happy with that. Casado. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Asensio short-changes him with that pass.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Vitinha wriggles his way through, looking for the runner. Caught offside that time. Gets his pass away. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And that's been leave it clear. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's delightful. Here comes another cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Casado.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Paris Saint-Germain get it back again. Sergio Roberto trying to keep this in. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's well spotted. Hernandez gives his colleague a guilty look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fiddles it through. Decent hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that. And that's aimed into the middle. Nice interception. Great hit! Great idea, just poorly executed.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Sent it forward. Good read, needed to be. Rafinha. That was a sharp little ball here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until the support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, easy pickings there. Casano. Ferran Torres. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a second chance to counter. Now it's Asensio. He's got away. Asensio, played in by Marco Asensio. Marcos, he's going for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Vitinha. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's looking for the runner here. Big chance, corner. So, third corner of the game. And the header! Casado gets rid without sophistication. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Marco Asensio! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Barcelona can counter promptly here. Interesting ball. That's a little off target. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, tries a shot! Rafinha threads one in. Hernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward. He's found a way through. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lewandowski delivers. And the shot! Just off target. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. At half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Paris Saint-Germain need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Ferran Torres. And they're quick to get it back. This is De Jong. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Throw it. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Whistle's gone, that's foul. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He'll fancy himself from here. Alonso! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Challenged, and he has been fouled there. Mbappe! Koundé can get it clear. Paris Saint-Germain, they're up to 5 corners now. Punched away. Oh, important interception. Barcelona can start a counter here. Asensio. Disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Swung over into the middle.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
The counter's rising. That's 6. Up for a header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Fabian Ruiz certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Shifted upfield. Pedri. Ferran Torres. And here's Lewandowski. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. He's felt that, hasn't he? Fiddles it through. Casado gets over and intercepts. Koundé. So we've reached the hour mark. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Paris Saint-Germain are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is a little undercooked. Fabian Ruiz. Koundé gets good distance on it. Ferran Torres. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The pass is intercepted. Gently done. Now it's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. De Jong wins the duel this time. Rafinha. Lewandowski. And he's away. Good run. Ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's shifting through the gears here. Hits one! And it's been taken straight back. Vitinha. It's not loose here, and he's in on goal. Carries far too far and out of play. Hakimi makes the interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Carlos Soler does really well to win the ball there. Pedri gets his pass away. Araujo. And it's Marcos Alonso. Vitinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Showing great feet there. He's left his back. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's been given away. And he welcomes it in. Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. And that's a superb pass.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's well done, really. And the finish! It's a goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Paris Saint-Germain surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Not going to get any further than that. Ferran Torres.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, expected better, and so did he. Sergio Roberto with a definite foul there. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Spread out to the left. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Moved on forwards. Mbappe! And there goes the final whistle.